to give a shit.
All right, give it to me.
The following contains offensive language and spoilers. Listener discretion is advised. Dun, da, 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 da.
I want to see how much you knew of it.
I can keep going, but let's go.
Okay, so I didn't know if you knew the whole thing or not. Okay, let's go for that. Welcome back to the Comic Book Bullies. Your bullying host Libre, aka we're only 5 days in. With my co-host.
Oh shit! Yeah, this is Eli, aka Mountain Dew back.
Nice, Eli. Guess what?
Yeah,
I only fucked it up about 5%.
Nobody would know.
Nobody would know.
I don't know what you was trying to do, but I didn't know.
Exactly. Since you didn't know how bad I fucked up, that's a good thing you didn't do it. Okay.
Seemingly flawless.
Exactly. All right. And also giving a shout out to our third co-host, the AI, because
hell, the Doombots.
They are always watching if nobody is watching, because usually nobody is. So at least they're here.
At least we got somebody, yes.
And we got a comment because they always comment. So yeah. Yeah. So like I said, you see on the thumbnail, you see this. We're going to talk about exactly what we talk about, the top 10 movies of 2025. We're talking about other top 10, well, not top 10 stuff, but other like highlights of the year going forward from that one. But the main part of the main body of the episode is going to be the top 10 2025. But before we get started, Eli, we got to do a due diligence. I fucked that up. But yeah. Okay. So want to say rest in peace to Isaiah Whitlock Jr.
Oh, yes. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot I did this until I sent this to you like on Monday or Tuesday or something like that. So yeah. So just want to, in respect to him, just want to give one good. You want to do it with me at the same time, Eli?
Oh, okay.
3, 2, 1. Shit. There we go. Okay.
I don't know how long you wanted to go.
Oh, not the whole time. We got shit to do. So yeah. But good journey with you, sir. Okay.
Yes, good journey, good sir.
Yeah, like I said, 2025 was a year. A lot of stuff happened. Midway point of this current decade we're in right now. And like I said, a lot of us saw a lot of movies, but a lot of us didn't see the movies in the movie theaters.
Yeah.
And 2026 with Netflix buying everything under the sun, that ain't going to get any better. So yeah. So we're just going to jump into it. We're going to get to the top 10 movies of the year. Now, like I said on the thing, and I'm going to show you one more time. This is the only list you need. Screw everybody else. Screw the Oscars, Golden Globes, whatever that bullshit was this morning that everybody got pissed off about, the Critics' Choice Award like that. No, this is it. The Bully Awards. Is that what we're calling it? Like the Bullies?
Sure. The bully list. Yeah.
The bully list. Okay, there you go. This list right here is it. You don't have any of the list. You don't need any of the list. This
the
is
bully bonanza. The bully something. Yeah.
We'll workshop it.
Yeah.
We'll fix it. All right, but we're just gonna jump into it. Like I said, we got 10 movies we're gonna talk about. Eli, do you have 10 movies? Because actually last year I
actually have 10 movies, and then I got some honorable mentions.
Look at you, you're doing the homework. Okay,
yeah,
I didn't know.
I had a hard time with my list. Like,
yeah, 2024 you did like 7 movies, and I just like fuck it, whatever.
Yeah, no, I knew what I wanted, but then narrowing it down and then trying to place the rankings, like ranking them got even harder.
That was the toughest part, where I'm going to rank it. So
yeah. So I ended up kind of splitting my list kind of almost into 2. Like, okay, here's like the geeky shit, like the comic book geeky, or our nerd shit, and then there's the prestigious film snob, fucking cinephile bullshit.
Now, for people that haven't paid attention to our movie list in the past, what we've normally done is that I've known my top 10 list number superhero movies, and Eli's top 10 movies number horror movies. That's how it normally is. But
that's not how it is this year.
That's not how it is this year for either one of us. I'm only saying right now, no Marvel movie made my top 10.
Okay.
Just going with that one. So, and Eli didn't see any, so that dad's gonna be on his either.
And horror movies was kind of basically a lot of the movies I was excited for were just kind of
right.
And I found myself really enjoying other types of movies, more dramas, more comedies. I found myself really enjoying other stuff, like the big bombastic popcorn shit. We're just kind of okay.
Right. But we're not here to talk about the shit you don't like.
Yeah.
We're here to talk about the shit you like. And that going forward, if anybody's out there, any other content creator, YouTube, whatever like that, making a top 10 worst list, fuck you. You're the problem with everything right now. You make all this negativity in the world right now. We don't want to hear the bad shit you don't want to hear. Tell us the shit you want to hear. We know the internet feeds off negativity like some kind of parasite. Fuck that shit. Talk about the shit you like. And that's what we're going to do right here. We're going to talk about the shit we want to talk about, the movies we like, and probably movies none of us actually talked about this week. Because honestly, my list is a lot of movies I actually never talked about on this podcast.
Yeah, that we never reviewed. I mean,
we never reviewed, never even mentioned. Some of these movies on the list you may never heard of.
Yeah. And
anyway.
Yeah, we're a comic book podcast. We tend to focus on that type of shit. Mm-hmm. And so, yeah, I never got to talk about a lot of these movies.
Because it's so much other shit going on. We got really time to just talk about, let's talk about this this Broadway play or some shit like that. We can't stop for that. But this is the podcast for that. So, yeah. So, Eli, I'm going to let you go first. You're going to give us the top 10, and then I kind of go from there. We're just going to go back and forth. We're going to seesaw this thing.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, like I said, I'm starting off my list with the more pretentious, Oscar-worthy award season, those type of flicks, the pretentious artiste, auteur, real cinema list.
Right.
So number 10, right off the bat, One Battle After Another. So
okay.
Have to click
Hold on.
on.
Where? I'm trying to. I thought you didn't organize Eli, but that's okay. Boom, right there.
I know.
I thought you could have an order or something like that. It's just there, but I see it right there. It's okay. So, okay.
Yeah, One Battle After Another. This is, I've heard it's getting a lot of attention. People are saying it's one of the best movies of the year. Paul Thomas Anderson. He's another Oscar auteur, serious director. I'm not the biggest fan of his, but I like some of his movies, and I did enjoy this, but I gotta say, this is a weird, wacky kind of movie.
Very much so. Yes.
And so what this movie is about, Leonardo DiCaprio, he's like an ex-radical sort of revolutionary, belonged to some revolutionary group that was trying to overthrow the government back in the day. Mm-hmm. Then years later, he's in hiding with his daughter, and his daughter ends up getting kidnapped by the same general that he was in, the fascist general that he was sort of trying to overthrow back in the day. It's kind of I don't want to spoil it, because that part of the ride of this movie is not knowing what was happening.
Right.
But I've heard a lot of people praise this movie. I've heard a lot of other people hate this movie. Those who may wear red hats, of course, will hate this movie.
Right.
I gotta say, I thought this was so over the top and weird and kind of funny that I almost found it to be satire at times.
Okay.
It is very much, it's easy to call it a left-wing liberal fantasy about these radicals trying to overthrow the government, this fascist government. And it's easy to paint it that way. But I think it goes deeper because I feel like everything is so like the white supremacist group that worship
the Christmas whatever,
the Christmas club, and they worship
yeah.
Santa Claus and shit. The Santa Claus worshipers,
right.
that they're like so over the top cartoony villains that it almost becomes like it's a farce, like an absurdity. Like, that's what I thought. And I was like, some of this shit is so wacky. And I'm thinking, well, Paul Thomas Anderson, he's such an Oscar-winning director.
Mm-hmm.
Like, this has to be intentional.
Right.
So that's where I started thinking this isn't just a left-wing comic book fantasy in a way. This is more of satire. I feel like I came out of this thinking this is more about a very hyper satirized look at today's politics.
Mm-hmm.
And then in the end, this movie is ultimately about a parent trying to raise their child in this sort of divisive political environment, because I just felt like I said, it's not really a left-wing fantasy, because the radicals get busted. Right. They're in hiding. They don't overthrow the government. You know,
Right.
they all get busted. They're either in jail, got busted, or they're living in hiding. You know, they're laying low off the grid. You know, and then you want to talk about overthrowing the government. Who did overthrow the government were the white supremacists. They are the ones that are in charge. And you think about that in real life. Who tried to overthrow the government on a certain January day, and then got pardoned, and their side won. Their side is in charge, so they're the ones who overthrew the government. So that's why it's like it's so over the top and kind of cartoony in a way that I just found it kind of just like this has to be a satire. It almost reminded me of Starship Troopers. Not that it's just a movie about big space bugs, no, but it's so in your face and over the top. You know, the semen demon, like
right at the very end, like it just came out of nowhere.
Yeah, like it was just so goofy and wacky at times that I just like, wow, this has got to be intentional. So I didn't take it as this, this left-wing liberal, yeah, let's fight the fascists, you know, because the fascists kind of won in this,
right?
You know, so I didn't take it as that, and I more looked at it as a relationship between a father and his daughter, and trying to navigate, you know, that relationship and the distrust that they have. You know, it goes through a whole arc. You know, the daughter didn't know the mom and only had an idea of her mom, and then she starts learning about the mom and what the mom did, and you know, and then at the end there's that really kind of what if moment, kind of what I was like, oh shit, where she doesn't trust her father for a second,
right? Because everybody's been lying to her, so
yeah. So there's that dynamic between the parent and the child, and as the child grows up and learns more about their parents and sort of comes to term with their parents' past, and that's kind of what parents and children have to do with each other. You know, the parents do their best to raise their kids as best as they can. You know, try not to fuck them up too much, and the children have to sort of accept that. You know, so then in the end, that's what it was to me. A movie about a parent and their child trying to protect their child. You know, and in the end, there really isn't about which side wins. You know, it's not about, you know, the right wing or left wing wins. It's more about there's always going to be those who are going to resist the powers that be. You know. So yeah, that's my number 10. It made me think. It's also it looks great.
Yeah.
In a world where we're constant digital, you know, green screens and digital backgrounds. It looked great. This movie looked awesome. Shot on film, not on digital, green screen, all that bullshit, you know. And then there was a native who was a tracker.
Oh yeah, he shot up a bunch of people towards the end. So yeah.
And like again, a tracker, the stereotypical native role. So yeah, that's my number 10.
Okay, cool. All right, and okay. All right, so my number 10 is, I don't even know if you saw this or not. Honestly, I think half the shit on my list you haven't seen, so or nobody's seen, to be honest with you. Number 10, we got Ballerina.
Oh, this is one of my honorable mentions.
It's on there. Okay, cool. Let me talk about this movie for a second. Like I said, Ballerina, nobody saw this movie in the theaters. It bombed like terrible, like that, but it came on Stars. I watched it. And the thing about, like I said, anybody that is a fan of John Wick movies know that John Wick is kind of the least interesting thing about these movies. The most interesting thing about the John Wick movies is the world of John Wick. That's the interesting part about it. And Ballerina feels like explores the world more than anything else, like John Wick. Like, you don't see John Wick training. You saw her training. You see her going through the Billy the Beast, also like that. Like, you see the more inner workings of how this world works and stuff like this. I thought it was pretty interesting. And a day armor, she good. She was fine, serviceable, but like that. Action scenes were pretty good, also like that. But the reason it made my top 10, like, because I want to watch the movie, I was like, it's cool, it's all right. But the reason it made my top 10 when Keanu Reeves showed up.
Okay, yeah.
When he showed up, he was fucking okay. Remember in one of them Star Wars games where Luke Skywalker shows up and started wrecking everybody, so using the Force magic and like destroying shit, and just flies off like he just like God, most like that. That's John Wick in this movie. Like, at this point, he's just a non-playable character. in a video game that's just unlimited lives and just wrecking everybody else like that. Some of this shit like, okay, man, you just showing off at this point like that. So yeah. So when he finally showed up, the movie went up another notch. Me, I'm like, okay, yeah, I got to talk about this movie. So, so I got, like I said, there's really no story to it other than the story within the first 5 minutes of it, but it's just action.
It's just action. No,
Yeah.
I actually loved this movie. I thought it was great. I like the John Wick movies, and mainly because it's cool action. I'm into that type of action.
And to me, the action in this movie was on par with every John Wick movie.
Yes. Yeah. Some of the coolest kills of the year was in this movie.
Oh, the flamethrower shit? Yes. Inventive too. So yeah.
And it's funny because I watched this not too long before I watched One Battle After Another. And again, back to One Battle After Another. You know that town that he was hiding out in?
Right.
Or like the whole
town of nothing assassins, but yeah.
Yeah. The whole town in One Battle After Another where like everybody knew what to do if La Migra showed up. Like the whole town knew how to like escape from shit and had this whole contingency plan. That reminded me of Ballerina, where the whole town of assassants. Like the waitress, the mailman,
if John Wick shows up, this is what we do. So, yeah,
the milkmaid, they were all like hired killers. And that's why that's why it's like, damn, this is One Battle After Another reminds me of that scene in Ballerina where it's just this over the top farce, you know.
So main thing we know nobody has seen this movie. We recommend it.
But it's great. I loved it. It almost made it was on my list until I had to eliminate. You know, it didn't make my top 10, but it's an honorable mention.
Yeah.
But I did like this a lot.
Okay. All right. We're at number 9 now.
Number 9, I have The Long Walk.
Where? Okay, here we go. The Long Walk. Okay.
Yeah. This is the Stephen King adaptation about one of the first dystopian futuristic stories about a game show where people die. Have to be eliminated, the stuff, Hunger Games, Battle Royale, that concept.
The Running Man.
Running Man. What's that show? The Squid Games or whatever on Netflix and all that.
It sounds right, but I've never
seen it. That type of concept was, that was Stephen King. The story is about a group of men who, volunteer for this game show where they have to walk until only one survives. And then they win this prize at the end, and it sort of keeps up the morale of the nation. The whole nation sort of roots for them and keeps them occupied. So I found this movie quite upsetting. This was a hard watch, but it just reminded me sort of a war movie.
Yeah,
where these men volunteer to give up their lives for the good of the nation. And you see these kids sort of become friends and root for each other, and they have this camaraderie and they build these relationships, but then they're all dying.
Right.
So it was actually kind of sad, but the ending, it was just a wallop of an ending where it just kind of really reminded me of the current times that we live in, especially the current times we're living in now.
Right.
What we're gearing up for. So, this was, and I guess Stephen King wrote this during the Vietnam War as sort of a comment on the Vietnam War.
Makes sense. So, yeah.
This was brutal. And I had no idea Mark Hamill was the general until after.
You didn't?
No.
They blasted him all over the trailer. It was like
I had no idea that was him.
Yeah.
Until I was like, who the fuck is the general? And then I saw that was Mark Hamill. Yeah. So Mark Hamill did a great performance in this movie.
Okay.
And then the dude from Alien Romulus, the android.
Yes, that guy. Yeah.
He's great in this movie. And there's a native actor, I can't remember his name. He's in this. A great cast of characters, great scenes, and just a very bleak, dark movie that sort of reflects our current times, So I found, this was a hard watch, and I found it kind of bummed me out at the end, but, and usually I don't like those type of movies, and but I felt like this was saying something. So that's why it made my list.
Cool. All right, I'm up next. Okay. All right. Eli did his number 9. My number 9 is bam, Frankenstein.
Oh, okay. Yeah, this made my
Yeah.
list.
I had to put Frankenstein on there. Okay. Like I said, reason it's on my list maybe because if other people have seen the source material, know the source material, stuff like that, it'd be like, I had no clue about the source material. This may be the first Frankenstein thing I sat all the way through, and I thought it was fucking fascinating. Like I said, this is what, a 500-year-old story, maybe older than that, and I didn't know it. And going into it, you seeing all the complexities of stuff like that, and I was like, okay, this is a really deep ass story. Who's the man, who's the monster, the real monster, father versus son, man versus God, religion, all this stuff is in there. Yeah. If anything, I wish could have been differently. What I've been reading about the story is that Frankenstein was actually a more vicious killer. Okay, Frankenstein's monster was a more vicious killer. Well, they kind of brushed it to the side in this Netflix movie. They kind of made him more sympathetic, stuff like that, where you kind of wanted bastard versus bastard, but they didn't go that route with it. But other than that, pretty ass looking movie. Maybe the best original movie Netflix has ever produced, in my opinion. The money is all on screen. Everybody's acting his ass off. Oscar Isaac never disappoint. But that dude from Euphoria, the one that played Frankenstein, actually surprised me. I like, okay, I didn't expect him to bring it like that. So, yeah, that's why I made my top 10. So, yeah, it's in there.
Yeah,
so.
Great flick.
Great flick. Okay, number 8.
My number 8, and I'm kind of bummed that this is so low on the list, but I said this fell into the more cinema, more prestigious movie list, part of my list. It's my number 8 is Sinners.
Sinners. Okay, let me see if I got the right one.
Yeah.
Boom. Okay, cool.
Yeah. So, now I did enjoy this movie. But like I said, my disappointment was I thought it was going to be a more straightforward horror flick. And it turned out to be kind of a hybrid of a lot of genres. Horror was a part of it. But it was a musical. It was an action flick. It was a historical movie, period piece. It was funny. Action, but I liked what this movie had to say, especially the whole vampires equal colonization theme. That the vampires were
culture vulture, all that. So
we're here to rob the culture, the Black people's culture. I thought that was great. I thought the way they portrayed that was great. I thought how showing the roots of Black music was great, and how Black culture pretty much invented pop culture.
Right.
Everything cool. What makes America great is Black culture. Everything cool that we like was invented by Black folks. And that's just all the music, everything, every genre of music was pretty much, it has roots in
right
in Black culture. So
right, and then they see the Jackson 5 and they like, well, let's repackage this into Donnie and Marie.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's what the Irish vampire was doing. He was trying to steal the magic of music from what's that guy, the main character, the guy, the blues player. I can't
remember his name, but yeah.
And that's what and that's what a vampire is. It's a parasite, trying to suck the life essence from its victim. So I thought that was done really well. I just wanted a little bit more horror and a little less dancing.
Right.
And that's just my taste.
So the Irish jig kind of took you out of it. So okay.
Yeah, like I said, what is this, the Thriller video? Like, right. Yeah, I wanted From Dusk Till Dawn, and it turns into West Side Story.
Right.
So, but that's just me. I'm not a fan of musicals, and that's why it's so low on my list. But I did like this movie. I thought Michael B. Jordan knocked it out of the park playing the twins. I thought, again, this movie looked awesome. The cinematography was great. The real sets were great. The lighting. We don't get to see a lot of contrast anymore because we're in a digital world.
Digital and they film on digital. So
yeah, the lighting is always so flat and kind of boring. There was a lot of a lot of shadows, a lot of brights, and a lot of darks. And we don't see that. We don't see that anymore. So I really dug the look of this film. And so just because of that, that's why it made my list, So yeah, the prestigious movie part of my list. Is this why I made it? That's where
I thought there'd be more popcorn movie. Okay.
So yeah, that's my number. Is that 8?
I think that's 8. We're 8. We're on 8 right now. Okay.
Yeah.
So my number 8 is because I labeled mine. You can't see mine, can you, Eli?
No.
Cool. All right, cool. All right. So my number 8 is The Long Walk.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they put on there. Now, honestly, that whole Vietnam metaphor, that never clicked to me. But when you said that makes actually perfect sense to it. Are you familiar with the source material? Did you read the book from Stephen King?
Long time ago. I don't know. You know what? I've read so much Stephen King over the years. I don't know if I actually read this one.
Okay.
Yeah, but it wasn't was it the Bachman books? I might have. I just don't remember.
Okay. Like I said, everything you said clicked. Like I said, I didn't click it with the Vietnam War, but I did click it with like a kid or a boy leaving his house, becoming going out into the world. And basically I felt like it was just a story about life where you just meet people and some of your friends, sometimes you're gonna be enemies, people gonna be assholes. Some people you become closer to you than your actual family, like you become brothers, and then you die all of a sudden, and that's just how life is. And then not spoiling the ending of it, how your death may inspire the people that's moving forward. Like every death may change them going forward, something like that. So that's why it kind of resonated with me. Of course, it hit me hard also. But Mark Hamill killed it. I knew he was in it. That's actually made me want to watch the movie that he was in it.
Okay. I didn't know that was him. I did not know that was him. I thought it was another actor. I thought it was like a Hispanic actor that at first. And then when he started talking, I was like, who is that? And then and he had the glasses and the hat. I just didn't recognize him. I don't know. But yeah. Heartbreaking flick, especially when they're rooting for each other. That was heartbreaking when someone's like slowing down. They're like, "Come on, you can make it," and they're rooting for each other. But the longer they root for each other, the longer they have to walk. And it was very heartbreaking.
Yeah, and it was good that they were pulling each other forward when they're trying to help each other like that. And some people don't want to be helped and realize they have to be helped, and then you find out their backstory going along, and each backstory gets more heartbreaking than the last one. You're like, oh damn! So you really feel for like that was saying like. You feel for these guys, they really become these brothers, and then each death hits you.
Yeah.
Because
it's shocking and brutal. Like the violence is brutal. Yeah. And it was just shocking. And
so Mark Hamill was a bastard in this movie. I give him that. All right. So but that's why it's on my list. All right. So number 7.
My number 7, this is a documentary called Bring Them Home.
Okay.
Again, I have a weird list. I was
going
for more about how movies made me feel. And this one I found very movie. So this is about the Blackfeet tribe in Montana and how they're getting a herd of bison back to their homelands.
Okay.
And just the process and all the government bullshit and red tape they have to deal with. Of trying to find a plot of land that these wild bison can thrive upon, because in a country that's raising cattle, that gets hard. Like, they want to have a lot of the land reserved for cows to raise cattle for beef, the beef industry and all that, So it's a like decades long process of how they were trying to find a way to get the buffalo back onto their land. And it goes into the history of how the buffalo almost became extinct and all that. And the importance of, bison to the, native people and indigenous tribes. And so a lot of it is sad, but then it's a very encouraging, hopeful flick about, resilience, native people surviving and bringing their traditions and culture back. So I found it very moving, and that's why it made my list, because, it moved me.
Okay.
Caught me in the field. So, that's my number 7. Bring them home.
What was it on?
It was on PBS. It did have a Actually, I missed the screening. My brother, shout out to Fat T. He actually saw the screening they had in Minneapolis.
Okay.
But it's on the PBS. You can watch it for free on PBS, the PBS app.
Interesting.
So,
Okay.
Yeah.
Right. Number 7, right?
Yeah.
All right. So my number 7 is, and it's gonna be a weird one.
Megan 2.0.
Okay, I didn't see this.
Okay, all right. So I got to compare this. We did watch Megan, the first Megan. I think it made both of our top 10 lists or somewhere in there somewhere. Now, Megan 2.0 was another movie just like Ballerina, which nobody saw. So I didn't see it in theaters. I saw it on Peacock when it came on Peacock. The thing is, they completely switched genres. Not like they dabbled in horror, but decided it was different. No, horror's gone. This is not a horror movie. It's more of a comedy than that. This is a straight up sci-fi action movie.
Okay.
Yeah. Like a goofy, campy sci-fi action movie. Like they completely threw away all the horror elements in this also. So yes, this is more comedy, more action, more goofy. But I'll be honest with you, some of that action is like fucking awesome, man. That's why I put it over Ballerina. Okay. I don't know what the fuck. It was like they did some wild, crazy, inventive shit in this movie with Megan. Like, cause she's like a robot, so they basically program her like Neo in the Matrix. So they program with kung fu and shit, and armies like that to fight this other killer robots. Like, so the whole movie is about killer robots.
Okay.
And then they program humans to learn kung fu and all shit like that. And the movie gets fucking wild, man. I like that. And if you watch the unrated version, it's bloody and gory too, just like Ballerina and shit. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, maybe I will check it because I was excited to watch it, or I was excited about it when they announced it, and then I just heard people shitting on it.
Like I said, when they switch genres, everybody just say, I'm out.
Yeah, they say it's not even horror, it's stupid and goofy, and basically what you said. Mm-hmm. But you're kind of selling me on it. Like, so I meant to watch it, but when people started shitting on it, it kind of fell down on my to-do list. And I just never got around to it. So maybe I will give it a whirl.
Yeah, because if you're expecting this type of movie based on the first movie and you go into it and did no research, you're going to hate this movie because you want it to be this and it ain't that.
Yeah, I did like we both liked the first movie.
Yeah.
And the first movie was kind of goofy and campy at times.
It was, but like I said, the horror element was first. But this one, they stripped all of the horror element out. This is just a goofy ass movie. But I loved it. I don't care.
I love goofy shit.
Yeah. And like I said, some of that action, like it was some cool ass action in this movie. It really was.
Well, you're selling me on it. I'll check it out then.
Okay, so that's number 7. All right, let's give it number 6. What you got?
My number 6. Okay, this is a weird one. You guys are gonna think I'm weird for this.
Here we go.
The Wedding Banquet.
The fuck is that?
Yes. I have a romantic comedy on my top 10.
What the hell? Oh, Eli, you a scroll or something? Shit. I can't even find it. Did you put it on here? Or?
Yeah, it's on there. It's buried down there. It's
Is this the bottom? Okay.
It's right next to the
No.
It's almost no. What now?
Is that it?
No, that's Frankenstein.
Oh, Frankenstein. Okay, sorry, but I've never heard of this movie, so I don't even know where to find it. Okay, just talk about it.
It's red. It's that red one. It's by the Long Walk. It's on where it says on my. There you go.
The fuck is this?
Yeah, this is a romantic comedy with Lily Gladstone, who's
okay,
indigenous actress who actually she narrated "Bring Them Home," that documentary on the bison.
Okay.
So she's in this movie along with Kelly Marie Tran, who was Rose in the Star Wars movies, the new Star Wars sequels that everybody hates. And this is a romantic comedy about a gay couple who his visa is running out.
Oh, is Bowen Yang in this from Saturday Night Live?
I don't know. Maybe.
I think so.
But yeah, it's a gay couple and his visa's running out, so he has to get married to stay in the country. But his parents and family back in China don't know that he's gay. So he has his lesbian friend, who's Rose or Kelly Marie Tran, get married to pretend that they're straight. And all kinds of wackiness ensues.
Bowen Yang is in this movie. Okay. Yeah. I heard about this. All right.
I found this to be very funny, very moving. It was just a delightful watch for me. I found myself laughing. It got me in the feels. It deals with culture, challenging traditions and culture and all that, and acceptance, and coming to terms with not only being accepted by your family, but also accepting yourself. And I found those themes very, very moving. So I had a great time watching this flick. And it kind of came under the radar. And there was a really funny scene where they're and it's a traditional like Asian wedding. So they're all dressed in these traditional Asian outfits. and there's a scene where the husband or the guy turns to Rose and goes, "You look like Queen Amidala," which I think was funny because Rose was in the Star Wars movies,
right?
Star Wars reference, So yeah, I just had just a delightful time, a great time watching this flick. It was very funny and very moving, and yeah, who would have thunk that I would have a rom-com on my list? But like I said, going by how movies made me feel, and like I said, I had a great time watching this.
You're supposed to be too metal for this shit, Eli.
I am supposed to be too metal. Maybe I'm getting a little soft in my old age, but who knows?
Right.
I'm getting a little in touch with my feminine side. Whatever.
Right. All right. So number 6. I don't even know what this is. Let's click on it. Let's see. Number 6 is a companion.
Okay. I didn't see this.
You didn't see this? Okay.
Oh.
Honestly, when I first started making my top 10 list, this was actually higher. But then I started looking at the other movies before that. I was like, I had to break this down. So the reason this is over Megan 2, because it's damn near the same movie as Megan 2.0, but it's just a better movie. So I'm gonna spoil some stuff for you. Like I said, the plot of this movie is kind of crazy. Basically, she's a robot.
Okay. That's what I heard.
Yeah. Remember from Star Wars? She was in Boba Fett.
Oh no,
probably not. Whatever. Okay. Point is, she's a robot. She's a companion, but the thing is, she gets deep into the story. She realized she's just not a robot. She's a sex bot.
Okay.
And she was programmed to fall in love with her, her, I ain't gonna say master, but that's basically what it is. Her master. She's a slave, basically. She's a sex slave.
Okay.
Sex bot, sex slave, all the stuff like that. So that's what she is in the robot. So she's trying to break away from this guy because he's fucking crazy, but she can't because she's programmed to not leave him. So it goes a little bit deeper. Then it's not just about AI. It is about love. It is about relationship. It is about codependency. It goes deeper than that. You're like, oh shit. She's programmed.
She can't break Directive 4. Or what's that thing in RoboCop?
Right, Directive 4, RoboCop. Yeah, but that's just like how you get stuck in a relationship. You try to get away from the relationship, but you can't because you depend on the person too much because they have programmed you and brainwashed you, and it feels like that.
Okay,
and the guy is such a. And the thing is because the guy presents, and because the thing is, you think the story is like some kind of nice story because it's a nice rom-com. It starts off like a rom-com, but you realize all of her memories are fake. Because the dude that bought her put that shit in her head. And the dude, the real villain of the story, which is why it's so high in my top 10, Jack Quaid.
Oh, that dude. Yeah.
Now, think about Jack Quaid is that he's Jack Quaid. Like, he's Jack Quaid. You know how Jack Quaid is, like the nice guy, bumbling, awkward, all the shit like that. Yeah. So, yeah. So you thinking he's that in this movie, and he is that at first until you realize that whole nice guy thing he's doing, it's an act. He is a complete asshole in his whole movie, and that's why I know a lot of women don't watch this show, or anybody watch this show, but definitely not women. But for the women that are watching the show, if you do have to cross this, I know I've heard this horror story about how dudes sometimes pretend to be nice guys, but they're not, and they just do that until they get what they want, or until you reject them too much and they find a good, and then they show you their real self. That's exactly what Jack Quaid is doing right here. He's just pretending and putting on an act, and then you realize that nice guys are assholes too. And she's trying to get away from this guy, but she can't because, like I said, she's programmed to love him. So, awesome movie. Action's awesome in this movie. Gory. You talk about gory kills, Eli? Gory kills in this one.
Oh, okay. Well,
it's damn near hard at times.
Cool.
Yeah.
Sounds.
Yeah, it's not the movie that
Megan. Sounds interesting.
It sounds like the movie Megan 2 was supposed to be. So yeah.
Well, I always dig that sort of the artificial intelligence or the robot that figures out it's a robot and has to, that whole data, from Star Trek kind of thing.
Yeah, because she didn't know. She didn't know she was a robot.
Yeah. Isaac Asimov, obey all 3 laws, that type of shit. I always found that fascinating,
Yeah.
So and discovering, oh shit, I'm not alive.
Right.
Johnny 5 or what a short circuit type of shit.
Right.
Blade Runner type of shit.
Right.
So yeah.
So, all right, we're on number 5.
Okay. Top 5. My number 5, I've got Neja 2.
Okay. Neja 2. Bam. Okay. Uh-oh, my fault. Don't worry. There we go.
Yeah, there you go. We reviewed this, last week? Was it last week? Or the week before?
The entire episode.
Yeah. So yeah, Neja 2 animated film it's the sequel to the first Neja, which is about a little kid who's basically a demon, but raised by humans. Mm-hmm. And and kind of compassionate and kind of him. So he's supposed to be a demon that's supposed to, do demon, gnarly demon shit, but he's got a soft side, kind of like the whole Hellboy kind of theme. And this is the sequel where, he's still coming to terms with his purpose.
Mm-hmm.
And this movie is just a feast for the eyes.
Right.
The animation, holy shit. Just, I'm not going to go into it because we talked about it for like an hour,
right.
On our review of it last week or whenever it was, a week or two ago. But yes, this movie was amazing to watch. The animation is just dazzling. The story's cool. It's pretty much a wuxia kung fu flick, animated style, a CGI kung fu flick, fantasy kung fu. Yeah. And it's just an amazing, beautifully, visually stunning flick. And yeah, so that's all I'll say, because we went on a huge deep dive.
Y'all just Google that shit. I mean, just look up our last couple episodes. We talked about Nature. It's on the plaster, Nature 2.
Yeah.
So it's there.
Yeah, awesome flick. Number 5.
All right, so we're at top 4.
Top 5. You're number 5.
My number 5? Oh, I almost skipped it. Okay, number 5. My number 5 is F1.
Oh, I didn't see this.
Yeah, F1. I am so pissed I did not see this in IMAX. I saw this. It's on Apple TV Plus, whatever like that. I know I gave you a coupon and don't work anymore, but sorry.
Yeah, it didn't work. Sorry.
But yeah, this movie is the prettiest movie I've seen all year. It's fucking pretty. This movie, you know me, Eli. You give me a driving movie, it's gonna be in my top 10 regardless. Gran Turismo.
Cars.
Ford versus Ferrari. Ricky Bobby. Doesn't matter what it is. Not cars. Don't put cars in there. but everything else like that, give me a good racing movie. I'm loving this shit. Like I said, it's the prettiest movie I've seen in 2025. The racing scenes, some of the best racing scenes in the movie. Of course, Brad Pitt killed it in this movie because Brad Pitt is Brad Pitt. He's fucking 62 in this shit, man.
Wow.
He's 62 years old. It's crazy, So, but yeah, the awesome scene, the racing scenes are awesome in it. The story is just kind of like whatever. It's a regular story like that, but you don't care. You're here for the racing. That's what you're here for. It's basically, I know you're gonna hate this. It's Top Gun for racing. That's basically what it is. Like the racing scenes felt like dog fights. You can see it. I'm on him. I can't shake him. He's on my ass. Don't worry, kid. I'm coming in. All this shit like you expect to hear from Star Wars. You hear in this movie like this. So the dialogue is predictable, but I don't care because the race was something awesome. So like I said, Brad Pitt carries the movie. You expect to see the speed of the movie, but what I wasn't expecting for Damson Idris to hold his own against Brad Pitt. He was just as good as Brad Pitt in the movie. Like, okay, so you got these two stars going at each other like this. So like I said, I didn't watch Snowfall. I don't know how good this guy is. Eli, he's the real deal. He's that guy.
Okay.
Like I said, if he's holding his own with Brad Pitt, he's that guy. So I'm excited to see what he does next in his next role, which some people say he might be playing a certain king, if you will.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, we don't know. We're gonna see what's going like that. Like I said, the story, but you know what? The reason I like this movie so much because it was basically a buddy cop movie. That's basically what it was.
Okay.
Almost 48 hours, stuff like that. They basically, these two hate each other, but they got to come to terms on each other to do the thing. Even their boss, Javier Bardem, were like that. He was basically like the police captain. The mayor's up my ass because you two ain't, all this shit like that. It's like that. Only thing why this movie isn't a little bit higher, this movie, one, runtime. 2 hours and 40 minutes. Some of it can drag a little bit. Even though I love the race on it, it could drag a little bit. Also, I felt like, I shouldn't say this, but I'm going to say it anyway. This was a white savior movie. It very much was. Okay, let me explain.
He was saving the hood through race cars?
Not the hood. Europe. But yeah. And I know Europe is nothing but white people, but the thing is, the part of Europe he was in, everybody's people of color. You got the Javier Bardem, the Spaniards. You got this other guy that's like Italian. Well, nobody can speak like regular English. Then you got, the upstart rookie kid and shit like that, like that. And then Brad Pitt comes in and just kind of like saves everybody and all shit like that. You thinking it would be like a back and forth, like maybe he would learn something from them? No, it's just Brad Pitt just got to do what the fuck I say, and that's it. And that's what's going on like that. Like I said, I had an issue with it the second time I watched it, but I still love the movie. Action scenes are awesome. I am pissed I did not see this in IMAX because this shit looked like it would have been amazing. Sound is amazing. Acting is amazing. Movie just pretty as fuck, Eli. I'm just saying. But yeah.
Well, it sounds cool. Yeah, I would. Yeah, maybe I'll check it out.
Mm-hmm. All right. What do we got? Okay, it's now on you. I don't know
number
where we are right
four,
now.
I believe.
Number four. Final four. Okay.
Number four. My number four on my list is Superman.
Superman made you a superhero movie made your list.
It made my list.
You're definitely a scroll now.
Like I said, now we're into my more geeky, nerdy shit.
I mean, I thought we was okay. I know we are the real cinema phase now. You put
yeah. So here's my nerd part, my nerdy list part. Nerdy, not naughty, nerdy.
Right.
So yeah, Superman. It's a comic book movie, a fun comic book movie. Enough said. It's Superman. It was fun. Probably the best Superman movie in decades.
Right.
Had a blast watching it. It was a lot of fun. It didn't waste time. It didn't waste any time. It just threw you right into the shit, right into the deep end. It got going.
Mm-hmm.
It trusted its comic book audience and just threw you right into the deep end. Let's go.
Whether you were a comic fan or not, just figure the shit out.
Yeah, and it worked. It worked. It was a little chaotic. There was a lot going on, maybe a little too much going on. And yes, I wish there was a little bit more human moments in this movie, but the human moments that were in this movie were great.
And they were standouts, yeah.
Yeah, they were great. The more still moments were moving. I actually teared up. So yeah, like I said, I'm going by how movies made me feel, and this was just a fun comic book flick, that I haven't felt in a while. A couple years.
This may be your first comic movie that made your top 10 ever.
No, I'm sure.
I mean, other than Avengers Endgame and shit like that.
And did Guardians 3 make it? I'm sure Guardians 3 made it.
Did it? Okay, Guardians 3 okay.
Spider-Verse.
I'm saying short, my fault. So yeah.
Yeah, Spider-Verse movies. Those are like my favorite.
Oh, and the Spider-Verse movies. Yeah, that's
Deadpool. I'm sure Deadpool's made it on there.
Okay, my fault. Yeah, I'm selling you short.
I'm
not giving you enough credit. Okay.
But yeah, Superman was just a whole lot of fun, just a blast, and that's why we're here.
Okay, so we at 4 or 3? Where are we at right now?
4.
4. Okay, good. I don't even know what this is. What is this? We'll have to click and see. All right, my number 4 is really. Okay, it shocked me. Okay, yeah. I'm putting it on. Yeah, Minecraft.
Okay,
I'm putting it on there. I don't give a fuck. Here's the thing. Remember how we talk about how movies feel?
Yeah.
This movie just got me. Here's the thing. I don't know shit about Minecraft. Nothing. Half of this movie I didn't understand. I don't know what the fuck they were doing in half this movie. And you know what? I didn't care. Have fun. Laugh my ass off. It was just insane, crazy, bonkers, wild shit. I had no idea what was going to go on and didn't care.
Popcorn at the movie screen.
Yeah, I started tearing. While I went in the movie screen, so I was at home, so I just started tearing the shit over here. Waving live chickens around and shit like that. Like other stuff, like Jack Black. Regardless of what you think of Jack Black, Jason Momoa had me laughing my ass off in this movie. He was just saying some just crazy shit, whatever, like that.
Oh, yeah, Jack Black ain't even in that picture. I'll say he is in that movie.
Right. I couldn't find one. Wait, can I find one? There you go. Jack Black.
There you go.
In it. Jack Black's in the movie. It's all about Jack Black. He is like the main guy in the movie. But like I said, Jason Momoa was almost playing like a Pokemon evolved version of Jack Black. It's like he was doing a Jack Black impression. So it was a weird ass movie, man. It's just weird. He was just saying some crazy shit. It's some funny lines, like when I watch the movie and lines just stick in my head that don't make any sense to me, but they stick in my head. The Jack Black songs he kept singing and shit like that. Stifler's mom was in this movie. I can't remember her real name, but Stifler's mom in this movie.
Oh, yeah,
her plot line had nothing to do with the movie, and it was the funniest part of the movie. She went on a date with like one of the Minecraft people. It was like, what the fuck is this? But I don't care, because then when they went to the real world was as weird as the Minecraft world. Okay, I think what's the movie? Napoleon Dynamite.
Oh yeah,
the guy that did that movie did this movie.
Oh really?
That's why it's so fucking weird. I had to look this shit up. Like, okay, that makes sense. So far.
No shit.
Yeah,
I love Napoleon Dynamite.
So,
and I hear this movie saved movie theaters.
Or did it destroy movie theaters? One, maybe both. I don't know.
Did both. Saved them and
It did
destroyed them at
both.
the same time.
Yeah. Maybe I should have went to the movie to sacrifice the chicken too also in there. I don't know. All right. So yeah, what else you got?
We're going to top three.
Top three. We're
Top
here.
three. I have Frankenstein.
Okay.
Yep. Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's ultimate ode to the outcasts.
Yes.
You know,
I feel like the movie he's always wanted to make.
yes.
And about every movie he
Yes,
make has Frankenstein's, the novel's DNA in it, you know.
Yeah. So we all know Guillermo del Toro loves monsters. He always has an affection for monsters and, you know, sort of the outcasts, the rejects from society. And that's pretty much what was the theme to this. This was he was an outcast. He didn't know his purpose. He was looking, all he wanted was for some nurturing. And yeah, that's all he wanted. And yes, what you said, to piggyback on what you said about the themes, man versus God, science versus nature, you know, religion versus science, and of course, the men being more less empathetic, and then the women being more nurturing.
Right.
You know, I felt that was another theme. You know, yeah. Very,
because he made the creation then abandoned it, you know.
Yeah. I thought, yeah, again, this movie looked awesome. Guillermo del Toro, I love his work. Even some of the movies that I'm not a fan of, they always look great. And I just really like him as a filmmaker. And yeah, this was just an awesome movie, beautiful to look at. I love the themes. I've always been a fan of Frankenstein, the story of Frankenstein, the concept of Frankenstein, of being an outcast. Yeah, I wish this was long. I mean, it almost for a while, this was my number one, but yeah, I just, you know, can't say enough about this. And we did go on a deep dive into this.
Yeah. Pretty much any movie we did an hour-long review on made the list. So,
yeah. So yeah, Frankenstein, Guillermo del Toro's Frankenstein, my number 3.
Yeah. All right. Keep me back on track. Number 3, 4,
number 3.
Okay. Now, my first 7 movies I had on this list, I was like up and down, didn't know where we were. The last 3 were cemented. The moment I saw them, I like this. This is what it is. This is gonna be it. So number 3 is Nasia. Nasia 2. Nasia 2.
Okay.
Nasia. Yeah. All that. Yeah. Gotta put it on the list, man. Okay. Here's the thing. I know a lot of y'all have never heard of this movie, even though we did a complete review on this movie like that. But I do want to let you know about this movie, that it is one, the highest grossing. Hold on, let me see. Yeah, it's the highest grossing animated movie of all time. It is the highest grossing foreign film of all time. And this is what I didn't realize. It is also the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. Of any movie. I'm going to give you the list. Okay. Can you see it? I don't know if I can throw it.
The 5th highest grossing movie?
It's the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. I'm going to give you the list. Avatar, Avengers Endgame, Avatar Way of the Water, Avatar 2, Titanic, and Nasia 2. That is a list. It beat out Star Wars Episode 7.
And Endgame. Beat out Endgame. Yeah.
Did it beat Endgame? Well, yeah, Endgame's up there too, but Endgame's up the highest. So, yes. So, it is the 5th highest grossing movie of all time. This is the movie that Hollywood did not want you to know about. But this movie is doing insane numbers. Now, here's the thing. So, like I said, we did all this talking like that. Did I agree with? Like I said, if you listen to my review, because like I said, we talked about this shit for an hour. Yes, I think it deserves the praise. I think it's up there. Like I said, watching this movie, it made me think, what the fuck is Pixar doing? Pixar need their ass whooped because that's why Hollywood don't want you to know about this movie, because they realize how much they've been sitting on their ass. Just like when we watched Godzilla -1, Hollywood, what the fuck are you doing? This is why people aren't going to your movies, because you aren't making movies like this. Because other people are not only catching up with you, they're kicking your ass. That's what they're doing. So
yeah, all those poor CGI are underpaid and overworked. They're like, God,
right. And then it still looks like shit when they come out with, even though they beat the shit out of them when they did it. So yeah. So this movie, like I said, I'm not gonna go on long about it, talked about it, but the movie starts off with like a kind of a goofy Pixar movie with some crude toilet humor you wouldn't expect for a kids movie, but it's there.
Yes.
You know. Then it turns into some crazy Lord of the Rings epic where heaven and hell fight each other with humans in between and shit and all that. Like it gets and fucking insane. Just like, okay, yeah, heartbreaking, all stuff like that. Like I said, a few scenes that triggered me too. But yeah, like I said, the movie got to be that high on the list. So yeah, that's why I kept telling y'all need to watch these movies. This and Nation One. Watch both of them.
And then the final act is like one of the most epic battle scenes ever.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I'm really depending on which was the prettiest movie of the year. Was it F1 or this? Like F1 was real with no CGI stuff like that, but even with CGI in this one, this shit, both of those two movies, I was pissed off I didn't see in IMAX because I feel like this shit would have been amazing in IMAX.
Oh yeah,
but yeah, it is what it is. But yeah, Nation 2, loved it, awesome. Go watch
great
it.
flick.
Yeah. Number 2, what you got?
My number 2, I guess it's a tie, but like, okay, I can't. Okay, my number 2, I have Predator: Badlands and Killer of Killers. Killer of Killers. The two Predator movies.
The two Predator movies.
Yeah,
they got my same. Yeah. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, I'm not gonna put two. I'm not gonna have two spots for because they're both awesome. So I'm gonna give them both one spot. I loved Killer of Killers. It was the animated Predator flick, one of the best Predator movies ever. And then Predator: Badlands was a lot of fun. I don't give a shit about all the haters. In fact, fuck the haters. I think it's hilarious.
Plus, they were both made by the same guy, right?
Yeah. It was just, a lot of fun. It was just dumb, stupid fun. The action was cool. It's just a predator slaying monsters. So yeah, just had a lot of fun with both these movies. I think we're in a Predator renaissance. Everybody bitching about Badlands. Oh, it's not rated R. You had plenty of rated R Predator flicks. Go watch them. They sucked. Predators sucked.
Right.
The Predator sucked. Go watch that bullshit and, quit your fucking bitching, I dug this. I dug Predator: Badlands. I don't give a fuck if you didn't. And of course, Killer of Killers was an anthology flick, but it was awesome. Basically celebrates everything what makes Predator cool and stick to the formula. Just have a Predator going out and killing shit. And that's what both these movies did. A Predator on the hunt. Simple, stuck to the formula, expanded the universe, and it didn't suck. You want your macho man bullshit, go watch the other shit. So yeah, love both of these movies. That's why I'm not gonna I put them together. So
okay, so trying to clarify, I know you put them together. So do you have a number 1 or did you already give you number 1?
No, I got another.
Okay, I was trying to make sure. Okay, gotcha.
And to clarify, yes, I like Killer of Killers more than Badlands. But
okay, so if you'd pick one, Killer Killers would have been higher. So yeah.
Yeah. But I like both these movies, and had only one of these movies, like if Badlands was the only one that was released, this would have made my list. So.
Okay, gotcha. All right, so number 2, when we're going over it, did I do this right? I think I did this right. We're gonna do it anyway to make sure. All right, number 2 is bam, Sinners. No, Sinners had to be up there. Had to be up. Yeah.
Yeah, I thought this was gonna be your number 1.
No, almost. And I probably gonna hit my black card, Eli. You can have it because I didn't put it up higher. So yeah. But here's the thing: everything you didn't like about Sinners that you criticized about it, that's what I liked about it.
Okay.
The Irish Jig, the musical. That's the shit that got me. It was. Here's the thing: people get offended when you call the movie a musical. That's what it is. That's the whole point of the movie. Yeah. The whole point is about music. Like I said, you had some great performances. A great performance by Michael B. Jordan playing two people. So yeah. Funny thing, it was actually a bunch of performances like that. I think what's that Twilight guy? I can't remember his name. Robert Pattinson. He did Mickey 17. He played like 3 people of himself.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Didn't make my top 10, but I like the movie. I did like it.
It's an honorable mention. I did like
honorable mention Mickey 17. But and I think there's another movie I saw also where a guy was playing 2 roles, stuff like that. But yeah. Point is, Michael B. Jordan killed it because you had 2 distinctive roles. Like I said, the movie was about music. It was about blues, and it was a history lesson also. Even though all this fantastical shit going on like that, here's a lesson about the Mississippi Delta, like the story they were telling about Mount Bayou. Everybody in Mississippi grew up already knowing that story, so I was waiting for them to mention that. And then when they mentioned, like, okay, there you go, you're talking about Mount Bayou. Like I said, we had the vampires in there, and the vampires, exactly what Eli said earlier, they were culture vultures. they wanted to steal our soul, which is our music.
Yeah.
And I love that. And like I said, that scene when he was playing the scene in the guitar scene, that may be my favorite scene of any movie this year. Well, last year, but yeah, because it connects the thread of music from now all the way to back in Africa. Like the thread is there. So just like, oh shit. That's some deep shit.
And that's that like I said, that was the theme of like everything cool about America is stemmed in Black culture, and
even deeper than that, like I said, Eli, we don't have our history. I don't know what tribe I come from. I don't know any of that stuff like that. The only thing, we don't have our same language and like that. The only thing we do have that carry with us is music.
And that's
it changes, but we carried it with us.
Yeah, the slaves were taken from their, like I said, I've said this before. I feel bad for American Black people because they were robbed from their traditions, from their roots. But what did they do? They created their own culture. They created the blues and jazz and gospel and hip hop. And that's what we have now.
And people think hip hop is that much different from blues. It's really not.
Yeah,
there is a thread going from hip hop to blues. It's very much there.
Yeah.
Now, not this new shit. I don't know what the fuck they on that.
but yeah, I mean, and that's and white folks have ripped it off throughout the decades. Rolling Stones. I said it before. Rolling Stones named after a Muddy Waters song.
Right.
Muddy Waters. He didn't make that much money.
Right.
Rolling Stones, those motherfuckers are still up, man, made millions. You know what I mean? So it's like that, and that's the theme of the Irish vampire, who was also colonized by,
and that's the thing about it when it was switched on, because you're right, there was definitely purpose that he wasn't like KKK. I mean, they were, but they weren't like hardcore republics like that. These were colonized people also that were subjugated, and that's when we were using prayer to combat them. We're like, no, that ain't gonna work, because the same thing they used to colonize you.
Because the church, the church were colonizers. I mean, in this country, this country, my people, indigenous people, were, removed in the name of God. And they used religion as an excuse for genocide and slavery. So that's why, that whole having the Irish guy be a vampire who was also a colonized people and were conquered by, the church. And here he is. He was trying to make that deal with, was it Sammy? His name was Sammy. Hey, we're both the same. My people were slaves too, So I just like that thread. Again, it was that historical thread of cultures and vampires equals colonizers. Vampires / colonizers.
Right. Because they didn't want to just take over. They wanted to integrate first.
Yeah.
And then that's how they do it. They integrate first.
And some of the best monster movies are metaphor. Monsters are metaphors for something. And in this case, it was the colonization. Vampires were colonization.
And he could have easily did it with the KKK with vampires. He didn't go that route. That would have been an easy thing to do.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So all right. Now we gotta go so you still have a number one.
I got a number one.
Okay. What you got for me?
Like I said, the movie that gave me so much, what it made me feel, how movies made me feel. My favorite movie of the year, number one, Freaky Tales.
Yeah. Here we go. You know what? Why did I not know? I should have known this. I should have known that when you said it, when you first reviewed it, it was going to be your number one.
Yeah. I love this movie. I had so much fun watching this. I've watched it multiple times. So this is an anthology movie that takes place in the 80s. And it's basically all about a series of underdogs overcoming obstacles. You have punk rockers overthrowing skinheads who keep fucking with their punk rock club. You have these two female rappers in a rap battle with Too Short in the 80s, where Too Short, known for misogyny and sexist lyrics, these two female rappers battle him and win. And then there's that basketball team. I forget the basketball team.
Oh, the Warriors.
Sleepy Joe or whatever.
Yeah.
And,
Sleepy Floyd. Yeah.
Sleepy Floyd. And there's a hitman, Pedro Pascal. Yes, he's in this too. as a hit or a mob guy. sort of
played in like 500 movies. It's the first movie he made in top 10.
Yeah, kind of on a search for redemption. It's all about the underdogs, and overcoming. And that was such, we just need those type of stories right now. The underclass, the people, the marginalized, the outcasts, the rejects, the minorities, overcoming the bullshit, overcoming the struggles, winning for a change. So yeah, this movie is also very gory, very violent. It reminds me of Kill Bill, Repo Man. It's just all hell of a fun blast of a movie. Had so much joy watching this flick. And like I said, you ever see a movie where you like this? If there was a movie I was ever to make, this is what it would be. That's what it felt like. Everything
pull it right out of your brain. So
yeah, everything I wanted to see in a flick was in this movie. So yeah, Freaky Tales, my number one. Cult classic, whatever you want to call it. I know a lot of people don't know about it, and it's went under the radar, but it's just a whole hell of a lot of fun. Yeah, so that's my number one flick of the year.
Nice. Okay. All right. Number one, which shouldn't shock you at all, Eli, is Superman. Like I said, if it made your top 10 at all, it's gonna be my number one. So
I figured it was either that or Sinners.
Yeah. Like I said, this is the only movie I've bought it on DVD or Blu-ray this decade. I watch it on repeat. I play it all the time. I watch the movie because I bought it. I want to hear the audio commentary. Got to come went there, but it's there. Like I said, watch the movie all the time. The movie, like I said, when I came out this movie, Eli, it felt inspiring for me.
Oh yeah.
Like I said, maybe not for other people, but for me. Like you come out and you see a guy with all this power that's not an asshole that wants to do good and wants to help other people and be nice to people. And the whole conflict of the movie is that people don't trust him that somebody with that much power can be that good.
Yes.
That's the whole thing. And that's the essence of Superman.
Yes.
Yes.
And it's so funny that so many people miss the point. Oh, Superman is woke because he's not a dick.
Right.
Like, what the fuck, you dumb fucks? That's the shitty fucking world we live in, where a guy being nice and being empathetic and compassionate and being cool is considered a weakness.
Right.
Fuck off.
And they keep pairing this narrative. Oh, he's weak as fuck. He got his ass kicked all the moves like that. He got his ass kicked one time in the movie. Once.
Yeah. Fuck that. Zack Snyder's Superman died twice in one movie.
Right.
And he was pussy whipped as fuck. Fuck right. Zack Snyder's Superman. I hated that shit.
Meanwhile, this Superman fought Ultraman, Engineer, a squadron of Lex Luthor's Planet Earth, Planet Watch Raptors, all at the same time, by himself, beat their ass. Yeah. What the fuck are y'all talking about? That he's weak as hell. I don't get that. Okay.
And he wasn't pussy whipped like fucking Zack Snyder's. I was gonna call him Pussy Man.
Right. But like I said, he had his
super
moments
pussy.
He had his moments, but you know what? I don't blame him.
Yeah,
that's all I'm saying.
No, they resurrect Superman in the Justice League. And hey, Superman, let's go kick some ass. Well, let me go see my girlfriend first. I gotta ask her if I can leave the house.
Right.
And fuck that guy. Like, fuck you, man. We got some asses to kick.
Right.
He's fucking go visit his mama and shit. Yeah, fuck that shit. Yeah, this Superman was the shit. Snyder Superman, fuck that shit.
Okay, fuck Snyder. We talking about that. Remember, that's one of the band topics. Yeah. All right. So back to this movie. Like I said, and even the human moment. Like I said, the movie went so fast and didn't have enough human moments like I wanted to. Reason I'm mad about that because the human moments we did have were so good.
Yeah.
Like I said, when he sat down, both times we talked to Lois and we talk about how people don't trust him because he's so good. Lois don't trust him, and she loves him. So imagine what his enemies are thinking like that if she don't trust the shit he does. And the funny thing about it, that what we're talking about now, the beginning conflict he had when Superman was trying to stop a large imperial army from invading a small country to take their resources. Does that sound familiar? Just saying.
Every other fucking week.
I'm just saying. We used to put, it's that country over there doing it. It's that country over there doing it. Maybe. Yep. No. Maybe we need to look at the man in the mirror. I'm just saying.
That's
you'll say it.
Yeah.
It's a universal topic, but it's a topical topic. That's the thing about, and the movie touches on that. That's what I like about it because like I said, we're talking about this now. Somebody can watch this movie 10 years from now, and they're gonna think that conflict's about somebody else. Oh, this movie was talking about such and such, because it relates to them at that time when it came out.
Art imitating life.
Art imitating life. When James Gunn wrote this, he wasn't talking about the Israel Palestine. It was like another, like Russia and Israel, I think, or not Russia and
Ukraine.
Ukraine. That's what he was thinking at the time. Like I said, because it's always something like that going on. It's a big bully country taking on another country.
Yeah.
And Superman's like, fuck this shit. I don't give a damn about your politics and your wars like that. I'm going to go in there. People are going to die. I'm going to stop them. And that's the thing, because he's so nice and so innocent, he's gullible and kind of almost an idiot when it comes to geopolitical discussions.
Well, yeah. I mean, and it's something I think it was you said that when we reviewed this movie, something you said that has stuck with me ever since. Superman is a simple character in a complicated world.
Yes. That's where the conflict comes from.
That totally nails it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because he's just a good guy, but it's the world that makes everything a pain in the ass. Like we're being good, people question your compassion.
Mm-hmm.
Like there's got to be some ulterior motive. There's got to be a catch, or you're going to bill them. Like you're going to come up with I'm going to be nice, but I'm going to bill you for it. And Superman's just not that guy. He doesn't need an ulterior motive or a bill or some sort of compensation or to get paid.
Right.
For
there's a warrant out for his arrest. What does he do? He turns himself in.
Yeah.
Nobody else would have did that shit.
And why did he do that? To save the dog.
Exactly.
He was looking for the dog because the dog was scared. I was just like, oh my God, I want to fuck this guy.
Right. Eli has a new man crush.
Like, what a fucking swell dude.
Right. So anyway.
He's just a good guy. And that's why we like him,
Right. So that's why it's number one on the list. So like I said, I might even watch it again after we got this, but
it is. I've watched it multiple times. I own it too.
Okay. All right. So but I know everybody gonna be pissed off, but like as soon as they see Sinners not number one, and y'all got to get off this thing, man. Okay, if Sinners is not in your top 10, that does not mean you're a racist. Let's stop this narrative, man. Eli, I've seen it. I promise you, I've seen it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I feel
now is there a conspiracy against Sinners? Maybe. Like I said, if for those that don't know the backstory, Ryan Coogler signed some deal with Warner Brothers, like some kind of insane, stupid deal that nobody has ever done before. Basically, in 25 years, he's going to collect the rights to Sinners. They're giving him the rights back to Sinners. He can do whatever he wants with the movie. So basically, Warner Brothers almost don't want this movie to succeed because the bigger it is, the more money they got to pay him. Mm-hmm. So maybe there is a conspiracy out there to, do hit pieces on Sinners and not having your top 10 stuff like that.
That just goes against or that just kind of connects those themes of the movie of Black artists being ripped off.
Yes, it very much is.
A Black artist owning his material.
Right. Because they don't want him to do that. So but like I said, Warner Brothers was in such a bad hole. Like I said, they just got sold off. They pretty much were desperate to get anybody over there. So they signed him a one-time deal nobody's going to get. And now they don't want the movie to succeed because they know that the bigger the movie get, the less money they're going to make off of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, but that being said, like I said, maybe like I said, me, Eli, I'm a big conspiracy theorist. So I believe that shit like that. But that doesn't mean that every single person that doesn't have the movie in the list is the automatic racist. That doesn't mean that.
Like I was
maybe that movie didn't click with them. It's okay.
I was trying to convince my dad to see it because I know my dad, he doesn't like any sort of. It has to be true and real. If it's out of the realm of possibilities, he thinks it sucks. Right. He doesn't like action. He doesn't like horror. Anything cool. He likes boring dramas. Period. True shit. True story type shit. And I was trying to tell him, you might like this movie. I was like, there is horror. It is about vampires, but it does talk about history and Black culture and all that stuff. And I think you would really like a lot of this movie. But I did warn him, it does delve into horror at times, but there's music. It's a period piece. And, I was trying to convince him to watch it. Who knows? Maybe he will.
Or maybe he won't. And you know what? That's okay.
because he hated From Dusk Till Dawn.
Oh, did you? And that's the thing about that. People keep saying, "Oh, and that's the number one ripoff that people that doing hit pieces on it. Oh, it's a ripoff of Dusk Till Dawn." Not really. You know what this movie is a ripoff of? House Party. I don't know how nobody has not made that connection.
I haven't made that.
Yes, it's a ripoff of House Party.
I get where they're trying to. I guess they're trying to organize a. Organize.
Yes, it's House Party. I don't know how people not getting connections, but whatever. Okay.
Ooh, 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 ah.
Right. They didn't.
That's a
Maybe
fun
they
house.
didn't dance people with a kind of connection, but yeah. All right. So that being said, that's our top 10. I'm gonna collect it. I'm gonna do a thing or whatever like that, and we're gonna go from there. Can we move on to other stuff? Just like not top 10 other stuff, but just like highlights of the year.
Yeah, I mean, I'll do my honorable mentions for movies that didn't make my list. Like Caught Stealing. I was really trying to find a spot for this, but it just didn't make it. This is
who's in that? I don't think I heard of that. Oh, that's that Elvis guy.
Yeah, the kid who played Elvis. Zoe Kravitz is in it. It's basically he's on the run from a bunch of criminals. It's kind of a throwback to like those 90s crime flicks like Fargo, Pulp Fiction, Fresh, Usual Suspects, that type of stuff. The cynical 90s, a lot of people die, like back in the 90s, like movies just had really bad and there was no happy endings to a lot of these crime movies and shit. So that's what Caught Stealing was like. I did enjoy it, and it was Darren Aronofsky. He directed it. Another very, very well made flick. Like the cinematography looked awesome. Awesome looking movie. That was that. I wanted on my list, but it didn't make it. I have Mickey 17. One of them days. I laughed my ass off.
One of them days on there?
Honorable mention. I thought it was funny.
Okay, well, damn. So you really can't take my black card then. Okay. Right.
Black Bag. Did you see Black Bag with the?
I didn't see that. Is that the what is that?
It's that spy flick.
No, I thought about it, but I was like, nah.
Okay. Is Kate Blanchett hot?
I've been. That's a debate, Eli. That's a debate. That is an argument that people have been having on the internet for a while. I was
watching this flick and I'm like, do I like Kate Blanchett?
Well, see, that's the thing. Like in Thor Ragnarok, she was sexy as fucking there. Like,
and I thought that I was like, okay, that she played Hela in Thor, but that was her stunt double doing a lot of shit.
That's true. They're probably some sexy ass 20-something stunt double doing it.
So I was like, okay, she's not in all those shots, but yeah, she did look good in that. But I'm saying in this flick, Black Bag, I'm like, do I like? I think I might be into. I
don't know, Eli. That's one of the internet debates right there.
But anyways, Black Bag. It's two spies. The Fassbender's married to Kate Blanchett. They're both spies, and she may or may not be like a rat, like a mole. He's got to prove it. It was a really good movie. I really dug on it. Steven Soderbergh directed it. David Coep wrote the script. Had to check it out. I also have The Monkey was just dumb, stupid fun. Stephen King horror flick. One of the few horror. There's not a lot of horror flicks I got into this year. Most of them were just all right. Hard Eyes was fun. That Clown in the Cornfield was fun. Yeah, Weapons was just you know what I'm saying? I dug it. It was just okay. Yeah. Yeah, and Ballerina.
One battle after another didn't make my list.
Okay, yeah.
Okay. Perfidia Beverly Hills. That reason why.
Okay.
I felt like she was the worst fucking character in movie history.
Okay.
And they put it in a movie. Okay. I'm gonna spoil some stuff. Even though you've seen the movie, I'm gonna spoil stuff anyway. If you haven't know it. Okay.
I've actually saw a lot of people critiquing her character.
Yeah, I mean, you could say she was. I know a lot of people just she was sexualized and fetishized like that, which she was, But going a little deeper than that, just the fact that her character was in that movie, and they wanted you to kind of sympathize with her, but she was a murderer. Also everybody was a terrorist, so they're kind of like across the board. She left her baby. That means okay, you're a piece of shit right there, also. But not only did she leave her baby, she left her baby with a dude that wasn't even the father.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, well, you're spoiling shit out of it now.
Spoilers by this time.
Actually, you kind of figure that out. Like Yeah,
I mean,
that
they kind
wasn't-
of tell you
yeah,
that ain't the
yeah.
bit. You kind of
You
know
kind
that
of
from the
know
beginning.
what was
Yeah.
happening, it's kind of a
And
major
on top of it, the
plot
cherry on the cake, and Eli, this is what did it. That ain't the worst part to me. She's a snitch.
yeah.
All that shit together like that, she did, and then she just snitched, and then she just sexualized and all shit like that, man. Oh, like, okay. So once she got out of the movie, I kind of liked the movie a little bit better. But just the fact she was in it, and I'm not knocking Tiana Taylor for the movie. She's a great artist. Honestly, I like her music. She was great. Have you seen the Kanye West Fade video?
I don't think so.
Oh, you need to watch that. Watch it alone. But yeah. But yeah, like I said, awesome actress, awesome artist, everything, awesome dancer, all the stuff like that. But just the character she was playing, that character rubbed me the wrong way. And I think she was just there for that. And she was a piece of shit. And then they wanted you to act like, and honestly, I think in maybe some drafts, they might have even killed her off because there was no reason a piece of shit character like that should have lived at any point. But yeah, that's that.
Yeah.
Also, another thing about that movie, no matter Leonardo DiCaprio, great in the movie, not knocking him. But if you take him out of that movie, the movie goes about the exact same way, like nothing changes.
I mean, he is the father.
He's not. That's the thing.
I mean, but he
he raised him, but yeah, I'm
he
just saying.
raised it. He was after. He didn't know she wasn't the father.
Right, okay. But other than that, other than raising her,
and they don't really, and that's one of the things I liked about, like, they don't really tell. Does he know or not? Like, does the daughter?
I don't think she tells. I don't think she tells him.
Yeah, you know, she just accepts that.
And that's why she don't trust him, because she don't know if he knows.
Yeah. So, yeah. But and that's why I say, that's a left-wing fantasy. I was like, it's really not.
I don't think it was a left-wing fantasy. Like I said, the left with terrorists. Everything people that the right think about Antifa, that was them.
Yeah, and the fact that they're trying to overthrow the government and overthrow the fascists, but they don't. They lose. They get busted. They get ratted out. They're living. A lot of them get busted. A lot of them are in hiding and all this shit. Mm-hmm. So it's really not a left-wing fantasy because they didn't win shit.
Right.
They're still in hiding at the end of the movie, you know?
Right.
The resistance still goes on, and that's kind of the point of the movie, but it's really not this, fantasy. Like a lot of, the critics, that crowd of people, the anti-woke crowd are looking at it as a liberal propaganda, it's really not. Like I said, I took it as satire. I think Sean Penn was such a cartoon villain. Like he was so over the top. Like he was, this has got to be a farce at times.
But like I said, I guarantee you that's going to win all the awards over senators and everything else. So yeah.
Yeah. And that's why it was like, I liked it. I'll throw it on there. And I at least wanted to talk about it. Mm-hmm. I wanted to mention it. And because it is being talked about, so that's why I threw it on there. And it was just like on the top of like 10.
Okay. All right. Can I throw in an honorable mention?
Yeah.
I may throw in a bunch of them, but I'm going to just throw in one of them. A lot of people say this is the worst movie of the year. I agree. But it's also one of the must-watch movies of the year also.
Okay.
War of the Worlds. I'm going to throw it on. Here's the thing. There's sometimes a movie is so bad, it's good. And I think that's it. It crossed that threshold, Eli. Like, we all seen shitty movies. We all seen bad movies. But some movies go so far, so bad, you just be like, oh, shit. You have to watch this. Because this movie is so egregious. It's a capsule. It's like a snapshot of the pandemic era, 2020. Like, they don't make movies like this anymore. They can't make movies like this anymore. So just watching it kind of takes you back. The fact that it's a blatant, egregious Amazon commercial, that does it also. Like, the Amazon driver saves the world. And Ice Cube's acting. Oh my God. You have to watch it. Now, some of they say that was actually like AI. That wasn't even Ice Cube. There was AI doing this shit, which kind of explains why it was so bad. But because I don't want to think Ice Cube is that bad, but it's bad. So that's it almost made my top 10, but I was like, I can't put this over the long walk. That's just stupid. I can't do that. But I do say that y'all need to watch this movie at least once, just once, to see how bad it is. This is some, what's that, science mystery theater type bullshit? It's that. So yeah. All right. Can we move on past that?
Sure.
Okay. Did you have any more honorable mentions or?
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay. Let's stick with some TV shows. Well, not a top 10, but just TV shows.
I got 5. I listed 5 for TV shows.
Okay.
So I
just run down
I'll
your
just
list.
run them through. Okay, at number 5, I have Daredevil, Born Again.
Okay.
Yeah, it didn't stick the landing, but it was still cool. I still dug.
But don't worry, Eli. They're saying this season is the best season.
Oh yeah, and then the season after that,
always the next season.
Yeah. Go wait. Yeah, that's how they get you.
That's how they get you.
Number 4, I got North of North on Netflix. This is a show about indigenous woman up in like the northern territories of Canada, like the Inuit tribe, where there's like ice, it's nothing but snow all the time, and just her she gets a divorce and she's sort of navigating her life after the divorce. It's like sort of a comedy, comedy drama show on Netflix that I had a lot of fun watching. Number 3 is The Lowdown with Ethan Hawke. It was made by the same folks, Sterling Harjo, who did Reservation Dogs. And it's Ethan Hawke is like this journalist uncovering this government conspiracy. More indigenous actors are in it. And this was just a lot, like, it kind of reminded me of like The Big Lebowski, and, he's uncovering this conspiracy. And this is where I was tricky. The number 1 and number 2 is interchangeable. I kept flip-flopping, but I got Paradise as number 2 and Andor as number 1.
Okay. All right.
Both. I mean, I love both those shows. But yeah, Andor, just because it's Star Wars and probably the coolest Star Wars thing in a long time.
Definitely the coolest thing Disney did.
Yeah. And then of course, Paradise, that first episode was just what the fuck?
Right.
And
season 2 comes out next month.
Yeah. And I'm a little worried about where that's going, because I feel like
kind of stretching it out because we made money.
I don't want it to become another end of the world, Walking Dead dystopian flick, or show. I was more intrigued by the mystery and then uncovering everything, of what was going on in the shelter and all that stuff. I really have no interest in leaving the shelter unless things start breaking down in the shelter. Yeah, we never got to talk about Paradise, but it was a great show.
Yeah, definitely. I need to watch it. So yeah, good sci-fi. I didn't know it was a sci-fi show at the time when I watched it.
People were saying it's great. Don't spoil it. Don't spoil after. You'll be hooked after episode 1.
Right.
And it looked like a murder mystery.
Right.
Which it is. But
Right.
then it fucking flips it on its head. It takes a left turn into what the fuck.
Yeah, because it's so weird because, like I said, spoiling it, like the first thing that happens, the president assassinated. But it's like, oh damn, that's kind of fucked up. Like they not really that concerned about it. Like that should be a bigger deal. But
and they're just trying to figure out who killed the president.
Yeah.
But by the end of the episode, when you realize what is happening, you're like, what the fuck?
Right.
And then it just blew the whole scenario open, and like, I gotta see what the fuck is up with this shit.
Yeah.
And then
right.
yeah.
So let me throw some stuff in there. I'm gonna just click. I don't know what I'm about to click. Let me just see. Video games. Ninja Gaiden 4, Gaiden, whatever, like that. Came out pretty good. What we got here? Oh, Ironheart. Okay. I don't know why I should have moved that damn other thing. But anyway, Ironheart. You said Daredevil. I like Ironheart. Country's opinion, Ironheart, Daredevil. I like Ironheart better. That's just me. So yeah.
It might be you, yeah.
Here's the thing, because you say Daredevil stuck the landing. Ironheart may not have stuck the landing either, but let's say if it did stick the landing. That's a fucked up ending.
What if?
What if it stuck the landing? No. I'm saying the ending that we got. We already know there won't be any more Ironheart anything ever like that. So technically the ending we got is the ending we're gonna get. So there's no cliffhanger. Like definitely we got a cliffhanger. This they get cliffhanger, but there's no cliffhanger. It's just this. And I like how this ended. You basically turned Ironheart into a villain right before your eyes. I'm cool with that. I think a lot of people miss the point on that because they keep thinking, oh, I can't wait to see what they go do with her going forward. They ain't no going forward. This is it. Take the show, just go with it. And
I think they're planning on a Naja scenario.
Okay, maybe.
You know, where she's gonna take the evil power and use it for good, which is what Ghost Rider does, Hellboy.
None of this shit's gonna happen. No.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not now. I bet you that's what they were planning on doing, but that's not going to happen now.
That's what I'm saying. When you watch this show, don't take it for okay. Let's take this consideration. What's going forward? No, take these 6 episodes and that's it. Yeah. Don't think anything further past that.
The darkness, yeah.
Exactly. Yeah. And in that scenario, I kind of like it because it's fucked up. That's why I liked it. So yeah.
Well, you found a loophole. Good for you.
Yeah. I'm gonna find a way to like these Marvel movies, but yeah.
Does it suck punching your dick?
Right. It was supposed to suck, but yeah. All right, what else we got? Cosmic Invasion. You hate it? I like it. Still haven't beat it yet.
I still haven't beat it yet either, but
I think we're at the same level, but yeah.
It's fun. It's fun. It's a lot of fun. Yeah. It just, having to repeat the same level over and over kind of sucks. Yes, Andor,
of course. Yeah. Here's the thing. I wasn't even into it because I was honestly, Eli, I kind of burnt out of all Star Wars shit on Disney. I was like, it's more Star Wars shit. But I got into this shit.
Yeah.
And I was not expecting that I don't know how I got into it. Because season 1, I didn't give a shit about. But somehow season 2 got me. I was like, I'm into it. And I don't even really give a shit if it's Star Wars. I'm just into the show. So, yeah. So, I don't know. I don't know how I got into it. It's just weird. We talked about it. But yes, yeah. Also, yeah.
I'm just saying, Andor kind of, again, another show or a piece of art that deals with current times.
Yeah. And depending on the times, it may be different for different people. So,
and again, all the dumbasses that did not get the point that the rebels are the good guys.
All right, so another show I got into, and this one had me worried whether or not they're going to stick the ending. This is actually a comic book adaptation, just like Ironheart, but it is Invincible.
Oh,
and I was worried about this with season 3 because season 2 sucked. I'm just sorry, it just did. So I was like season 3, and season 3 was adapting some of my favorite stories in comics ever. So I was like, are they going to stick the landing? I feel like this some shit you can't really adapt, and the way this show has been going, the way it's been sucking ass, I don't know if they can pull it off.
And The Boys dropped this year, right?
Yeah, fuck that show. Yeah, so
fuck that show. Yeah. No, I'm taking Daredevil off my list and putting The Boys there.
Really? Okay, I guess. Well, I did like The Boys. Honestly, Eli, I wasn't feeling Daredevil. I was not feeling Daredevil at all. Yeah, so I put The Boys over there just cause.
Yeah, I mean, it did like it's
like keep teaming up with Miss Marvel's dad and shit.
It started out cool, and then it does what all these Marvel shows does is drag and
I don't think it lived up to the level of. I don't even think it was as good as the Netflix shows. I don't. I think we just saw Daredevil and that was it, and it started Promise, but I don't think it was like it was missing an ingredient. I don't know what it was. Yeah. I don't know, whatever it was. But back to Invincible. Okay, so I was scared because they was adapting some of my favorite comics ever of any genre, of any medium, any industry, and I was like, they can't pull this shit off because with this cheap ass animation they're doing, which doesn't make any sense because Amazon is $1 trillion company. Why the animation suck so bad on the show? So what did they do on this show? So the animation still sucked for 80% of the season. But for the 2 episodes where it's supposed to count, where it's supposed to nail it, animation was awesome. They saved the budget just for those 2 episodes. So you know what, Eli? I'm going to give them a pass on that.
Okay.
Because the 2 episodes I wanted them to adapt to nail, they nailed it. Rest of the season sucked, but fuck them episodes. I don't care about them episodes. As long as you nail the shit that I want you to nail. I understand we got to cut corners somewhere, but hey, I'm fine with that. So what else we got?
And you know what stuck the landing? I forgot that ended this year and stuck the landing. Cobra Kai.
Cobra Kai. Okay, there you go.
I forgot about that.
Yeah,
I was like half of the season started last year. That's why I forgot about. No, the new season or the last episode was 2025. So.
Oh yeah, that's right. Oh yeah, that's right. It was right. Okay, another episode, another show I like. Wednesday season 2.
I have not watched that.
Yeah. So here's the thing. Much better season than the first season. There's more horror elements in here. The storyline is a lot more straightforward, and they stop worrying about that fucking school. That school plot line is getting pushed to the background. The kids get pushed to the background. Nobody gives a shit about those kids. What we care about in an Addams Family show is the Addams Family. So they're more focused in this show. The show is about them. They find a way to write them into the school. Oh, Gomez comes the investor, whatever. Like, anyway, they're more in the show than what they were before. And the show is about the family drama of them, where the school kids and shit like that shit can push the bad guys, but gives a fuck about them. So yeah, so that's a much better show. They don't have an icon. Okay, I'll put it like this: there was a good dance scene, but it wasn't like the first dance scene in season 1. Now, it didn't go viral like that, but it was cool. But the dance scene in this one served more to the plot. It wasn't like just I'm gonna just do some shit to just get on TikTok. It actually served the purpose of this scene. So yeah. Anyway, season 2, much more, but y'all gotta crank these episodes out faster. Look at fucking Pugsley, man. Tall ass motherfucker.
Oh, damn, he's taller than Gomez, huh?
Right. What the fuck, man? Y'all gotta crank these shows out faster. Shit.
That's Pugsley, holy shit.
Right. What else we got? Paradise.
Oh, Paradise. Yeah.
What else we got here? Percy Jackson, the Olympians. We gotta talk about it. It's still in progress right now, so we ain't finished it. We're going to, but that's another thing like Wednesday. Crank these shows out faster. This motherfucker damn near is the same age as Ryan Reynolds now. It's supposed to be a kid's show. Crank this shit out faster. So shit. Oh, what else we got? Oh, I was gonna talk about that. Oh, we're gonna get comics in a second like that. But yeah, that's like I don't know how many of that was, but yeah, we'll move past that. So yeah. Comics, we're doing comics.
Yeah.
Okay. So I kind of spoiled it, but I want to give a shout out to DC's best writer of 2025. Darkseid is.
Okay, yeah.
So yeah. He is absolute. So yeah. Just talking about absolutely the best, right? Because like I said, he gave us Absolute Batman.
Yep.
So yeah. This is the best Batman run since the last Batman run that Scott Snyder did. So you want to have a good Batman run, have Scott Snyder do it. So there you go. So yeah. Also good take on it, fresh take on it. But familiar at the same time. Basically what you want in an alternate universe adaptation. So yeah. So any other comics you got? Or
I got a list of 5. I have TMNT, the new Ninja Turtles run. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Jason Aaron, he did a run, and now, which was cool, and now Gene Lun Yang is doing it now. Mm-hmm. So been digging on those books. The Marvel Predator books have just been a blast. Yeah. The Predator versus the Marvel characters, the crossovers. They've been Spider-Man. Was Black Panther this year or was that last year? Anyways, that was cool too.
This year, but yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that was cool too. And of course the Predator kills the Marvel universe has been a lot of fun too. Of course, I got the Transformers.
And it's all been one story, like one continuous story. So yeah.
Yeah, Daniel Warren Johnson. His run ended this year, but now Robert Kirkman's run started, and that's been cool too. And of course, speaking of Robert Kirkman, Skinbreaker, great book. Art is awesome. And then Absolute Batman. Now I've been digging a lot of the Absolute books. Superman's fun. I still think Absolute Wonder Woman is my favorite. Just because of how she is and how the character is and the layout and the art. I love that. But Absolute Batman, the annual, the one that Daniel Warren Johnston wrote. That's the best.
Probably my favorite comic, single issue comic of the year.
Yeah, that's the best comic of the year.
Yeah.
And that's why Absolute Batman made the list. Yeah, Absolute Batman's cool, and Scott Snyder knows how to write Batman, and this is just another version of Batman. We've seen it done before, and it is a lot of fun. The Bane fight was a lot of fun. But Daniel Warren Johnson's annual, masterpiece. And it pissed off everybody, too. That was awesome. The fact that it made a bunch of dumbasses mad makes me love it even more.
They didn't even read it. They just saw the cover like, ooh.
Oh, Batman's woke. Oh, he's beating up Nazis.
How dare he beat up Nazis? Like, when did that become an issue?
You fucking dumb shit.
Right.
Way to not get it, dumbasses. That's the age we live in. A bunch of dumb fucks who don't get shit.
So other comics I got other than anything on Marvel side, I want to see the Ultimates, but they killing that shit, so I don't even want to talk about this shit. It kind of just made me just lose all my interest of that universe.
Well, yeah, the only Ultimate book I'm reading is Spider-Man, and I've been digging on it, but that's like one issue left, so it's kind of like
they'll say once they announce they're killing it, it's just like, what's the point?
And and it's ending, so all this build up for nothing really to happen. It's kind of petering out for me.
And X-Men has gone to complete shit. Like nobody's reading it. Nobody cares. Like once Hickman left, everybody just packed up and just got the fuck up out of there.
Yeah.
I don't know. What about Infernal Hulk? You ain't talking about Infernal Hulk.
Oh yeah, Infernal Hulk. Oh yeah, the Hulk run was cool.
Okay.
And Infernal Hulk is continuing.
Okay.
You know.
So that's about it. I didn't talk about Battle Beast. I kind of fell off on the first issue of Battle Beast. Also Robert Kirkman, but yeah. So I'm gonna catch up with that. I'm gonna see what's going on with that one. But yeah. I forgot to do the thing. This thing. I know it's too late now. We're gonna do it anyway. Okay. Anything else we got or?
Let's see. What is that? Some music. I got
Oh, we're talking about music. Okay, what you got? What you got? Album of the year. What you got?
I will do album of the year. Fuck, that's hard. I'm gonna go with Testament's Parabellum. I mean, they're one of my favorite bands. They dropped a new album, which I liked a lot. But I got an honorable mention, Peeling Flesh, which is just dumb, stupid fun. I love these guys. I saw them live a couple months ago, and I just really dig them. You know, they're sort of mixing slam death metal and putting hip hop beats into it, which just makes it cheesy as fuck, but it's just so much fun. So they're probably my band of the year. I jammed a lot of that shit, you know, and their new album's fun too. So I just got to at least mention those two. So.
Cool. Okay, my album of the year. Okay. Me personally, album of the year, far and away this year is I got to read the name of it. Clips, Let God Sort Them Out. Far and away, like there's no even close comparison with this thing. It should win a Grammy for rap album of the year, but we know it's not going to win. We know they're going to give it to Kendrick Lamar because why not? Oh, I asked ChatGPT. Well, I didn't ask them. They told us. Kendrick Lamar fans, like the people that listen to our podcast, are Kendrick Lamar fans the most. I don't know why they gave us that obscure information, but I don't know what to do with that. I'm just threw that out there. So yeah, but Clips, Let God Sort Them Out. If y'all want to hear the best rap of the year, it is that. Nothing else. Don't throw any other names in there. It's that one. So yeah. Anything else we got or?
No, that's it. Yeah.
Okay, that's it. Like I said, good time. We don't need to go no 2.5 hours on no shit like that. We got enough time for the podcast episode. If this this long, definitely bam, like, share, subscribe. We'll come back with some other stuff. Now we're going to focus in 2026 going forward and see where we go from that one. I don't know what's coming up, but we'll see. Actually, maybe this year we'll actually get some superhero movies that might make our list. We'll see. Okay. Also, like I said, we're going out, closing out 2025. Want to say rest in peace to all the people that I lost in 2025. Like I said, I want to talk about Gary McGee, one of my best friends. I want to talk about my big cousin, Danny Beasley, who was basically like a second father to me. And my mom, just want to throw that out there. So rest in peace going 2025, but like I said, we're still kicking on there. So yeah. So anything else we got or?
No, that's it. I mean, it was a kind of a weird year. Our list is kind of weird. I mean, comics were still consistent, you know.
Yeah. Movies were all over the place.
Movies were all over the place. I had a hard time with my movies and you know, picking which ones. And I did watch a lot of movies, but figuring out which ones I wanted to actually put on the list and talk about, that was difficult and all that. Yeah. So,
and shout out to my boss. Just cause.
Shout out to my boss. He's another consistent thing. Or you know, consistency is my boss being
well, it's two people that listen to us all the time. My boss and ChatGPT. And I'm gonna clear up something right now with ChatGPT. Okay, y'all some dumb motherfuckers. when I said that my boss was giving us care packages, I did not mean our my boss. I don't know what y'all think of us with that shit. You know?
I remember when you showed that to me, I was like, damn, that makes it sound like we're all like doing dirt or some shit.
Right. Like, what do y'all think was going on in this podcast? I don't know.
Yeah, we got a package from our mob boss.
Right.
It fell off of a truck.
Right. Until then, this is Leroy.
This is Eli.
We'll talk to you guys next week. Same bullet time, same bullet channel.